South India has compelled researchers to study the linkages between North and South India's ancient civilizations, explain with respect to ASI's excavations at Kiladi and Mailam Dumparai. Now, these again we have picked from the current affairs, but understand this question's potentiality to marry itself with a static portion at your hand, and that is Indus Valley civilization. It, in a way, links to the excavations which has been done in these South Indian sites, especially sites in Tamil Nadu. Now, uh, understand this question. It says linkages between North and South India's ancient civilizations. So ancient, the word ancient is written there. Although North and South India had a lot of interactions in the later part of early medieval history as well as medieval India, uh, and of course going towards modern India. But as far as ancient India is concerned, a lot of research actually till the time period, till the excavations at these sites were conducted, a lot of researchers focused on North India separately and South India separately, saying that when civilizations prospered in North India, that is Indus Valley civilization or the Vedic age, or after the Vedic age, you had the age of Mahajanpads. These cultures and civilizations had very less connectivity with South Indian civilizations. In South India, student studies with respect to megalithic age, megalithic culture, Iron Age, and these dates are disjointed with the dates of North Indian civilizations or civilizations which had its center in North India, Northwest India, if I have to talk about Indus Valley civilization. But recent excavations, that means excavations which were done from 2017, 2019, the recent excavations in Mayalam Dumparai or the recent excavations in Kiladi have broken this or have shattered these long holded belief and facts, not just belief, but also facts. Now, these facts are challenged, saying that there was strong linkages, or there might be some linkages between even the Bronze Age culture, or the Bronze Age civilization of Indus Valley to the civilizations which were prospering, or at least to the cultures which were prospering in South India. And what are the examples? This is what we have to see. Now, why this question? I had just explained you, because these are all over in current affairs, right? And unfortunately, these are also becoming a topic of political debate. However, we have to steer very clear of these political debates and make use of the topic at hand. So, the carbon dating of the excavated finds in Tamil Nadu pushes the evidence of iron being used in India back to 4,200 years ago. This is one of the most important discovery, or this is one of the most important points that demand this question to be studied further. The Tamil Nadu government announced that on the basis of an archaeological report that the earliest evidence of iron was coming in India at around 1900 to 2000 BC. And from Tamil Nadu, it was coming at around 1500 BC, right? Before that, we do not say that iron was used in country. Now, for example, at every stages of human civilization, Iron Age varies from one place to the other. And that has been the case with India too. So for example, the use of iron was traced in North India in 1300 BC at Ahar in Rajasthan. We also call it as the Ahar culture. Similarly, in Bukka Sagara in Karnataka, we indicate that iron production was dating back to 1530 BCE. For example, we don't say that the Indus Valley civilization, which was at its almost peak from 2600 BC to 1750 BC, was an Iron Age civilization. We don't say that iron was used. We say that it was a Bronze Age civilization. And in North India, especially the Vedic age culture, we say that iron was used around 600 BC. So, different time period for the use of iron, right? But this date was subsequently pushed back to 1700 to 1800 BC with excavations finding evidence of iron smelting at Raipura in Mid-Gangetic Valley, or 1900 2000 based on investigations at Malhar culture, etc. But pushing it back to almost 4,200 years ago, uh, put puts it at parallel to the Indus Valley civilization. So understand what this excavation means to say is that in North India, when uh, if I may just draw just a map of North India, I may say that when North India, Indus Valley civilization in the northwest of India was prospering with Bronze Age, you had in South India the Iron Age culture. We might be short of saying it as a civilization, but we might say it as a culture. So people were using iron here at that point of time, and in Indus Valley, people were using bronze. We don't find iron tools that much in the Indus Valley civilization. So that is the meaning and the crux of these findings, and that is why it becomes a question of debate. Now, also understand this fact that these are the tentative findings. These are the recent most research. Archaeology is a science which takes a lot of time to corroborate. So let's say once an archaeological finding has been made, then some reports come on it, then it is reviewed, and then it is peer reviewed. This also happens in life sciences. This also happens in pure sciences study. So is the course of study in archaeology. Hence, it becomes a topic of debate. Hence, it becomes a topic for consideration for us. No need to go into much of the details out here, but you need to know the recent happenings in this field, and that is why it becomes important for us. Okay, now that is what I explained you, the historical significance, that iron is not known here, please understand, it is not known to have been used in the Indus Valley, from where copper was used, and we say it originated around 1500, but non-availability of copper technology and mass exploitation forced other regions to remain the Stone Age. Where Iron Age technology was invented, it led to the production of agricultural tools, weapons, leading to production of a civilization, or coming up of a civilization, while useful tools were made out of copper. These were brittle and not as strong as iron tools, which would have been difficult for usage in agriculture. So that is why we say that the Vedic age do not use iron tools that much, only they use it after 600. Now, the last evidence tracing our Iron Age is to 200 BC from 1500 BC. We can assume that our cultural seeds were laid in 2000 BC. And the benefit of socio-economic changes and massive production triggered by the iron technology gave its first fruit around 600. This comes from the Tamil Brahmin scripts, according to the scientists. Now, Tamil Brahmi scripts were once believed to have originated around 300 BC, a very late phenomena, right? Until a landmark finding in 2019 pushed the date back to 600 BC. Now, this dating narrowed the gap between the Indus Valley civilization and the Tamilkam, or the South Indian Sangam age. And this is the latest findings are also politically significant. So they are trying to narrow the time scale of both the civilizations. I've just tried to show you through maps where the present day Kiladi excavations are happening. These are very near to the present day city of Madurai. And what you find here are some of the important excavations that have been unearthed. Now, a very important excavation is that you see on the screen is with respect to a carnelian bead. Now, carnelian bead is considered to be one of the quintessential items of export and one of the markers of the Indus Valley civilization. In fact, wherever we see carnelian beads, which was a very strong uh, cultural as well as important artifact of export from the Indus Valley civilization, also having a impression of a boar. Now, wherever we find carnelian beads, we have also found carnelian beads in Afghanistan. We have also found that in Mesopotamian region in the present day Sumer civilization. Whenever we have found these carnelian beads, we know that they have originated, in fact, from the Indus Valley civilization, from one of its factory sites. For example, Chanudaro, Lothal, Kalibangan, these are important factory sites of the Indus Valley civilization. And carnelian beads were one of a flag mark or a poster product of the IVC. Its finding from Kiladi is one of a very strong marker that there was, in fact, interaction between IVC and the Kiladi excavations. Okay, so this becomes important for us. By the way, Government of India has also earmarked Adi, Adichanallur as one of the 5 sites, one of the 5 sites which are of national importance. The other are Rakhigadi, Shivasagara, and Kalibangan, okay, and Adichanallur. Okay,